Wakka is trying to reckon and reason with the loss of his brother. And I think it's really interesting the way he does that. What it reminds me of is a lot of the ways that we sometimes do that. We theologize, we try to make meaning and sense of things that lack meaning and lack sense in a lot of ways. I mean, think about it. Anytime we hear about so-called senseless acts, what's the first thing that we try to do? Well, we try to make meaning of those things. That, in my classes, is the bedrock and the foundation of when we try to make meaning of things in the world. That's the philosophy of religion. That's philosophy in general, is the act of making meaning of the world around us. When things are out of control or are senseless, we try to make sense of those things. Now, that's not a bad thing, and it doesn't diminish one's religious faith or anything like that, but it is important to understand that sometimes things just happen, and there doesn't necessarily have to be a meaning behind it or some, grand design. However, sometimes, though, we have that philosophizing and theologizing can lead to some deeper understandings, meanings, and deeper, more devout faith. And you'll hear that from a lot of different religious traditions. That's all part of the pilgrimage, understanding the world around us and trying to make meaning of the things that we can. So just wanted to call that out for Wakka. But it's also interesting that with his friends, he's not allowed to believe a lie. When he starts spouting off things, they're like, hey, that's not in line. That's something that you have made up to comfort yourself. And so you need to see what sin is in the truth and what Chapu's involvement was.